पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Verse number 71. Today I will take only 4 verses. So number is 71. Open your book. Verse number 71. And just follow me. Yat bodhavyam tab idanim atmanatma vivechanam taduchyate maya samyak srutva tu atmanya avadharaya. I repeat, chanting one more time and just follow my words. Yat bodhavyam tab idanim atmanatma vivechanam taduchyate maya samyak srutva tam atmani avadharaya. The meaning is, now I am going to describe the discrimination between self and not self. Most elaborately, it is what you ought to know, listen it properly, and decide about it well in your mind. One more time. Now I am going to describe the discrimination between the self and the not self. Most elaborately, it is what you ought to know, listen it properly, and decide about it well in your mind. As I told you, today I will take only 4 verses. This is the first verse. Now, Guru started to description. As we studied in previous talk, he said, for liberation, you must have 4-fold qualifications and properly go to Guru and listen, reflection, and meditation continuously, constantly, and you will be liberated. So this is the procedure. But how to attain this procedure? So now Guru started. The first thing is discrimination. Discrimination. Every day, every moment, everywhere, every person, this faculty use. Because in our daily life, what to eat, not should eat, what to drink, where to go, what is the good, what the bad. Everything, every moment you are applying this faculty, discrimination. So here, Guru is not talking about that label, discrimination. He said discrimination. So what we should understand what is discrimination. Discrimination with differentiation. In our front, there are two things, or three things, or more than three, and they appears as one. They are not one, but they appears as one. The discrimination is you separate, not physically. It may be physically also, but by understanding. To understand what is what is what. So this is the discrimination. Every day we apply it. Without this faculty, our life is not possible. Even animals also use this faculty. Birds also use. Even trees also use. Trees. Planets, plants, insects. Everywhere it is being used. So this here we are not talking about this level discrimination. Here we are talking about the higher level discrimination. The discrimination is between Atma and Atma. Atma and Atmanoho. There are two things. One is self, another is not self. And they appears as one. They are in front of you. Every time, every moment, you are watching soul. Every time, every moment, without exception, everyone always watching yourself, soul consciousness. There is no option. But problem is self and not self. They are identified. They are mixed. So we cannot differentiate them. What is soul? What is not soul? So Guru says, Yat bodhavyam tabidanim atma anatma vivechanam. You have to know. In very first step, you have to know, but I say you must know. You must know what is self, what is not self. Yad bodhavyam, you must know. What? Idanim, now, Atma and Atma Vivechanam. Vivechanam, discrimination. To understand, Guru says, I am going to describe what is self, consciousness, Atman, Brahman. Brahman consciousness is not any heaven. Brahman consciousness, God, is not any heaven. It is always in front of you. If you concentrate deeply, you will find that the Brahman is the nearest to you. Finally, you are the Brahman. But in very basic level, Guru says, Atma Anatma Vivechanam. Always in front of you, there are both consciousness and non-consciousness. Always in front of you. So always you know, you understand, you are watching, you are seeing, but you cannot understand. Now I am going to describe Vivekchudamani. So Guru says these two facts, two elements in front of you, they are appear like one. You have to make decision that this is the self and this is not self. Atma Anatma Vivekchanam. I am going to describe and very deeply. Guru says, I will describe it very deeply. Tasrutva tvam atmani avadharya. It listen properly from me. Now Guru's turn. Now Master's turn. Is ready. He says, I am going to describe it properly and deeply. I will make you understand. But after that, tvam avadharya. Keep it in your mind. I can make you understand once, not always. So always it should be in your mind. Tvam avadharya, you always remember that this is the self and this is not self. This is the self, this is not self. Only there are two categories, two divisions, all in the universe. Only two categories. One is self, another is not self. So Guru says, I am going to describe you. The body and consciousness. The body and consciousness. Body cannot exist without soul, self, and be conscious. When here I use word consciousness, it means individual soul. Here, when I use word Atman, it means individual soul, Jivatma. So body cannot exist without Jivatma. With Jivatma, with individual soul, it can be remain years of years, 100 years, 1,000 years. And body does not mean only human body. Body means human body, animals, trees, creatures, any body means body. So with consciousness, body can exist a long time, millions of millions it may be. So body requires consciousness because their existence. And the another point is consciousness cannot be experienced without body. We cannot experience consciousness without body. Body is the device. Body is the equipment. Through body, you can experience consciousness. There is consciousness. If somebody died, understand there is no consciousness. This body is not with consciousness. There is no Jivatma. no individual soul. So body required for expression, soul requires its expression through body. So body needs consciousness and consciousness needs body. Without body, you cannot experience the consciousness. So body is the medium, body is the divine to experience. This is the conscious. Then you can divide it. This is alive and this is died. Alive means with individual soul, with Jivatma. The body is with Jivatma, then we can say this is alive. And if body is without Jivatma, then we can say dead. In front of us, always consciousness is always present, but it is not alone. It is a mixed, identified. So Guru says, now I am going to describe you properly. Understand it. Tam avadharya. Once I describe you, then after that, you always remember these things. Now next one. Aham mameti prathitam shariram mohaspadam sthulamitiriyate budhai nabho navasvat dahanambu bhumayah sukshmani bhutani bhavanti tani. I repeat again and I go slow, very slow, word by word, because Sanskrit word is very, sometimes it seems very difficult. So, aham mameti prathitam shariram mohaspadam sthula mitiriyate budhai nabho navasat dahanambu bhumayah sukshmani bhutani bhavanti tani. Now translation. Composed of the 7 ingredients: marrow, bones, fat, flesh, blood, dermis, and epidermis, and consisting of following parts: leg, thigh, chest, arm, back, and head. The translation is very simple. The gross body is composed of 7 ingredients. These are marrow, bones, fat, flesh, blood, dermis, and epidermis, and consisting of following parts: leg, thigh, chest, arms, back, and head. Now, the discourse procedure started by the Guru. Discrimination is the first step. Discrimination between self and not self. And it should be start from very gross level. Self and not self. Not self is object. So always we think, why should waste our time in the worldly things? We just start direct consciousness. I want to know, I want to understand, I want to realize consciousness directly. Sometimes we insist towards masters, in front of the masters. We don't have interest in worldly objects. We don't want to discuss about them. I want direct realization of the self. But Master knows, Guru knows what the procedure. You cannot go direct. We cannot understand the direct, subtlest thing. We should start from very gross level. And in this study, one thing you have to understand. You think you are responsible. You are the responsible. You think and take decision. No need to believe. Believe only two places, scriptures and Guru. No need to other places believe. You think you are the supreme authority. Whatever decision you will take, you will get its result also. And now, whatever we have, in what condition we are, because of our decisions, we had been taken, the decision have been taken by us in previous lives. So these are results. So don't believe, don't blame God, don't blame any country, any environment. You are the responsible. What is happening with you? What will be happen with you? You cannot scare. You cannot blame to others because you have decided that whatever you are because of your decision. Now, what decision will you take? Its result will come in next life, next days. So Vedanta is very clear. Your conditions, your situations, only you are the responsible. You are capable. God gave you all capacity. Nothing is lacking in you. Nothing is lacking in you. You can take decision. You are human being, perfect human being. You have everything, every facility. So, take decision. If you were not complete to take any decision, you would have not been here. You are here. It means you are complete. You are capable. You can take decision. So, in Vedanta, in this theory, one thing is very clear. You are capable to take any decision. You have capacity to take any decision. This decision will make effect in your life, your liberation. So, very question is, discrimination. Discrimination. What is self and what is not self? The starting point is your body. Your body. Because there are so many confusions. There are so many confusions. Your body is very close to you. Here body means gross body, not subtle body. So first you have to think what body is. Don't believe in your mind. Don't believe theories and go analysis what body is. In Vedanta and discrimination, theory begins from that point. The point is your body. Your body means everybody, anybody. That body may be your animals, birds, gross body. So you have to know about all things about body. Here, Shankaracharya wrote a simple theory what body is. What today we have developed medical science. There are so many equipments, machinery, so we can understand in deep way about body. Here is written, understand body. So you use Vivekchudamani. Either you can use Vivekchudamani or you can use any other science, other philosophy. The question is understand the body. So medical science has so many equipments. The superficial level in surface we can see the skin. Only skin. In very surface there is skin. If we take X-ray, then it shows another result. If you take photo by camera, it will show another. And if you take X-ray, it will show very different results. Very different results. And because these rays go very inside, if you take MRI, sonography, then they show very different results. So equipment are developed. They can go deep in your body and they give different results. And medical science only work with gross level. So they can understand body, part of the body, blood, marrow, anything. Here is seven elements. First I tell you, Shankaracharya start very deep, from very deep. There is, first is marrow, bone, fat, flesh, blood, dermis, and epidermis. These are 7 ingredients. 7 ingredients. So sometime in our naked eye, we can see only epidermis, skin. But X-ray machine can go inside and sonography, other systems can go deep. The result will be different. So medical science work only gross level. There is no any equipment. There is no any machine, no any device who can find out in consciousness in the body. So according to them, there is no consciousness. This is your challenge. This is not for medical science. This is for you. Without any equipment, just by thought, you go inside the body and find out the subtlest thing. So this is your challenge. Atmanavtanam Vivekanam. So in this body there are inside 7 ingredients, and outside there are limbs, part of the body, like legs, chest, head, ear, back, head. So these are outside parts of the body. So Guru says, Pado Vaksh Bhuja Prishta Mastakai Rangai Upangai Upayuktam Etat. So there is within and without body. Within there are 7 ingredients like marrow, fat, flesh, blood, and outside there are limbs, parts of the body, leg, hand, stomach, back, head, stomach. That's the body. And this is the gross body. Now next one. Aham mameti prathitam shariram mohaspadam sthulamitiryate budhai navo navasvat dhairambu bhumayah sukshmani bhutani bhavanti tani. I think I chanted wrong verse before, so I repeat the previous verse. Majjasti meda palarakta charma togaha vaidhatubhi ranvitam padoro vaksho bhuja prashtamastakai rangai rupangai rupyuktametat. I mistake it. I repeat again this verse. Majjasti meda palarakta charma Tagaha vahidhat viranvitam Padoru vakso bhujaprashta mastakai Rangai rupangai rupyuktametat. The chanting was wrong, but translation was correct. And explanation also was correct. Now, number 73. I repeat one more time. Aham mameti pratitam shariram mohaspadam sthulamitiryate budhai Navo navasvat dhainam bhumaya sukshmani bhutani bhavanti tani. The translation: the body, the seat of delusion, expressing in terms of I and mine, is termed by the wise as the gross body. Sky, air, fire, water, and earth are the subtle elements. The translation one more time. The body, the seat of delusion, expressing in terms of I and mine, is termed by the wise as the gross body. Sky, air, fire, water, and earth are the subtle elements. Now, discourse goes in deep. Guru says, discrimination between two, self and non-self, and it is started from the body. But why body? Why? Because your gross body. Here the topic is gross body, not subtle body. Only gross body. Because we are very confused by this combination. Sometimes we say as I, and sometimes we say mine. The body everywhere, everywhere we use one word. Like this is chair, my chair. But I am not chair. This is my furniture, my furniture, mine furniture. I am not furniture. So very clearly we understand that this is mine chair, this is mine furniture, this is mine home, this is mine. But we never confused. This is me. I am the chair. No. If idea will not come your mind, I am chair. Chair very different. Furniture is very different. You are very different. There are very differentiation. No connection. Very clearly, we can understand. This is the chair. This is the house, but my house, my chair, my book, my country. But I'm not book. I'm not furniture. Very clearly,
Right.
things
So
are
just
very.
continue. Just continue.
But with body, there is a problem. Sometimes we use as I, and sometimes we use as a mind. Like I am going. Here I means body means I. I am eating. I am doing. I am working. I am watching. So I means here I, body is as I. But immediately we can use the word mind. Today my body is not well. My body is sick. We use the word my body. My body is not good. We can use the word for others also. You have maintained your body very good. So one entity, we use two angles. Sometimes I body as I, and sometimes as a mind beauty. My body is getting old. My body is getting old. My body is getting weak. So sometimes my body, so sometimes I, sometimes mine. So what's the confusion? Aham mameti pratitam sariram. So Guru says, you use one word. It may be I or mine, but we use both words simultaneously. I and my mobile, but you are not mobile. My body, but you are body. I remember Swami Ram was very learned person, realized person. He always used very unique language. He always used the word like he used to say the body was going. He did not say I was going. He used to say My body was going. My body was hungry. My body was afraid. My body was thirst. My body. He never used I. He always says my body. As we say, I was going. He never said that. He says, body was going. This body was going. This body was angry. This body was hungry, thirsty, greedy. But not I am. She always keep separation between I-ness and my-ness. He always very difficult language. And I remember I saw so many saints. They were also used the same language. This body was sitting, this body was going. They were never saying that I was going, my body, I was eating, I was sitting. No. This body was. So always make difference. I'm not saying that all these would have realized, but practice is good. You make separation between body and soul. So the practice is good. But now you cannot say like that. You would be in trouble. But in your mind, you always can say that your body, not your body. So aham mameti pratitam shariram. The Guru says the body is sometimes I, sometimes mine. And prathitam shariram mohaspadam. The body is seat of delusion, the center of delusion. The body is the center of delusion. We love anything because of our body. Any object, if gives some relaxation our body, then we love. We hate because of our body. We are angry because of our body. Anything, wherever you are doing, because of your body. So body is the center point for delusion. All over the world, your love, your hate, your anger, your peace, everything because of your gross body. Mohas Padam Sankaracharya says, this is the center of the delusion. So, one point is clear. The point is self and not self, you differentiate. And it starts from the gross body. Gross body, you understand it deeply. What gross body is, what is inside, what is outside. And you will find out there is no, in body, in out, within and without, there is no consciousness. Within and without, there is no consciousness. Just gross. Just gross. There is fat, muscles, there is bone, marrow, no consciousness. Now, because of reference, Guru says, Navo navasat dainam buhumaya sukshmani bhutani. So this is the ingredient of the body. But the basic ingredients are 5 elements. The basic material is five great elements. As we have done a study in Tattva Bodha, so I don't want to go deep, but some things I have to say. There are five great elements: sky, air, fire, water, earth, and these are five elements. Sky, air, fire, water, and earth. These are five basic elements. So they are the cause. They are the basic cause, root cause for everything. Everything that grows, so they are their root cause. Now last one. परस्परांशै मिलितानि भूत्वा स्थूलानि च स्थूलशरीरहेतवा मात्रस्तदीया विषया भवन्ति शब्दादया पंचसुखाय भोक्तु. One more time. परस्परांशै मिलितानि भूत्वा स्थूलानि च स्थूलशरीरहेतवा मात्रस्तदीया विषया भवन्ति शब्दादया पंचसुखाय भोक्तु. See the translation. Having united with parts of one another, they become gross body. Their subtle essence constitutes the essence objects, five in number, such as sound, etc., which contribute to the enjoyment of the experiencer, the individual ego. I repeat, having united with parts of one another, they become gross body. Their subtle essence constitutes the sense objects, five in number, such as sound, etc., which contributes to the enjoyment of experiencer, the individual soul. Now Guru says, these are five great elements. They are in two states, as we have already studied in Tattva Bodha, subtle and gross. After grossification, you can say that Panchikara. Parasparansai militani. After grossification, they becomes gross. Before grossification, they are subtle. In subtle state, they constitute Shabdadaya, sound, the quality of the space, touch, quality of the ear, form, quality of the fire, taste, quality of the water, smell, quality of the earth. So before grossification, the five elements constitutes these five qualities of five great elements. Sthulani bhutani, and after grossification, they constitute sthula sarira hetava. Then after grossification, they becomes cause for gross body. And matras tadiya vishaya bhavanti. Tadiya matra, the five elements in their subtle state, they constitute. Matra means five quality of the five elements. As I told you, the quality of the space is sound. So space constitutes sound when it is in subtle state. Air constitutes touch when it is subtle. Fire constitutes form when it is subtle. Water constitutes taste when it is subtle. And earth constitutes smell when it is subtle. So matras tadiya visaya bhavanti. So these are they five matra objects. You can say that objects. Shabdadaya pancha sukhaya bhuktu. So all creation created by the God. In subtle form or in gross form. Our body is gross, but sound is subtle. Understand? You eat something, the object is subtle. You eat sweet. So what sweet does, when we eat sweets, the taste which is hidden in our tongue express. So this is sweet. Sweet express our taste. So object of the outside just express our taste, smell, touch. Sabdadaya pancha sukhaya bhuktu. So God created the world, subtle world and gross world for what? The reason is, the question is for what? Why? Why did God create the world? What the reason? And you understand very clearly, God created the earth, but God never used the earth. God created water, but God never used water for drinking, for bathing, for swimming. No. God created air, but He never used. So all creation is useless for God. He is not bhokta. He creates. He creates for what? The question is for what? The answer is bhoktu. Very important word. Bhoktu, experiencer. Experiencer. Who wants to experience? So we want, so individual soul, Jivatma, individual soul wants experience everything. So Jivatma, individual soul wants experience, good experience, bad experience. So Bhakti, who has identification with the body, who has identification with the intellect, who wants experience. So, Sukhaya Bhuktu. The point is, God created the world for happiness, but what we are doing now. The earth is made by God. All creation is made by God. God does not use. It is for us and only for happiness. Shankaracharya wrote, Sukhaya. He created the universe for Sukhaya, for happiness. What we are doing right now? We are getting unhappiness. So something wrong. So there is something wrong. Panch Sukhaya Bhuktu. Subtle world, the gross world, your sense organs, your body, your mind, your intellect, all objects are only for happiness you experience happiness. God have done. God has done so much for you. So this is the grace of the God. We are not able to see. So look the grace of the God. He created all worlds without any intention, without any his own purpose for Bhaktu who want to experience of the world. So after crucifixion, before crucifixion, there are some creation before crucifixion, there are some creation after crucifixion, but both creations are only for happiness to you. God did all creations, but we are not able to use perfectly. That is why we are suffering. So today we have to take rest here. Thank you very much. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति।